And he's gone this time, finally at the end. A catch to the wicket-keeper at the end of a magnificent innings of 160 from Mike Gatting. 430 for 6, another 5 wickets in an innings for McDermott. But that really has been a magnificent performance from Michael Gatting.
It has been a marvellous comeback for him, and it really has been a comeback rather than just a fella coming up and making runs.
Oh yes, he's been around a while, hasn't he?
That's right. And what about the other aspect of him in the series, being vice-captain to you?
Well, I think, again, that started in India. I think that was something which gave him perhaps the added confidence that, you know, people believed in him now, that people had confidence in him, that he could go out and do the job. And he's helped me without a doubt. He's been a good man, sort of scuttling around behind me, thrusting ideas forward, which I can either take or leave as I wish. He's always a good man to have on the field there. He's always bustling around, plenty of chirp, as they say, and he's played remarkably well with it.
David, long time ago when I played Test cricket, we used to have lots of aggro between the two teams and a drink in the dressing room afterwards. There's been some criticism this year that there's a little bit too much bonhomie between the two teams, that it just sort of slipped past that competitive edge.
Well, I don't think you can really criticise people for getting on well together. As you say, the idea is that on the field everything is hard, and off the field everything is friendly, and I think we stuck to that by and large all the way through the series. And I can certainly remember one or two hard words being spoken at times under pressure on the field, which has always been against Australia, which I quite enjoy, and I think I'd miss it if it wasn't there. And I know, for instance, that our guys were certainly competitive enough, and I can tell you that their bowlers were certainly competitive enough when we were batting. So there's no shortage of competition, no shortage of aggro really, but as you say, it was a very good tour from the point of view of getting on off the field.
I can remember you and Ian Botham and Alan Border on a couple of occasions, one at Old Trafford, just helping the crowd along, keeping them happy.
Well, yes, I mean, the three of us have played a lot of cricket together and against each other over the years, and I remember my first tour to Australia, 78-9, was Alan Border's first tour or first Test match in Australia. He's a genuinely good man, a nice friend to have, and that applies to a number of the Australian side, a number of our side. Although there were some new faces probably in both, I think by the end of the tour virtually everyone knew everyone else.
Well, now, Alan Border managed to hang on there, and in the end they did it with a little bit of style, but still 1-1 as you go down to Edgbaston. Out to toss with Alan Border. What was the atmosphere like that morning?
Well, I always find that the first morning of a Test match is fairly special anyway. Everyone's a bit nervous. No one knows what's going to happen next week in a bat or bowl. Everyone's got that sort of expectant air about them, including the crowd, of course. And I suppose I was a little bit more nervous as well, again, having made up my mind on going out to toss that we're going to put them in, which always has its risks, as we know. So it was an interesting time to be around.
What about the first morning? Because nothing actually went for you in that first session.
No, that's right. I mean, they ended up looking quite comfortable and not much happened, really. So again, it always gets to the back of the mind, think, have we done the right thing, or, you know, are we now struggling a bit? But again, we came back well.